Please, we try not to be so chaotic. Come on, Phoebe. Honestly, everyone just tries to get around the same bowl. That is something I need to fill up because that's not going to last us a week. Hey everyone, in this week's video, we are taking the piggies on holiday. So I thought it was a great chance to show you what we do to prepare, what our temporary cage setup looks like, and also tips for traveling with the piggies. And we are setting off in about an hour and a half, so I've got a lot of stuff to get ready. The piggies are just finishing off their sort of breakfast lunch. For us, we're only actually traveling for like half an hour, so it's not really a big deal whether the guinea pigs are like well fed or anything before they go. Obviously they've got hay at all times. They should have hay in the carrier or whatever you're transporting them in, and then they'll get food as soon as they're at their destination as well. Are you excited to come on holiday with us? Probably not. Okay, the piggies are still munching up there, and the first job for me is to get their cage set up ready. Bearing in mind I have 5 guinea pigs here. This is a good option for saving space and it being quick to set up and take down as well. So we're using a temporary CNC setup. These are the same grids that you would use to make a CNC cage, and we're not having the Corex plastic base on the bottom. Instead, we're having waterproof cage liners to keep any mess off the carpet. At least that's what I've told the holiday cottage people. No, honestly, it does actually work. Like, these are my homemade liners. This is just waterproof mattress protector on the bottom, and it will 100% keep any liquids off the carpet or whatever floor it is that we've got. And what I normally do is I know how big the space is going to be, so I'll only take however many grids and liners I need to set up the size of cage that I have in my head. However, I don't know how much floor space is free for building a cage for guinea pigs. It's kind of, you don't want to go into those details when you're asking permission to take your guinea pigs to a place. They don't know there's 5 of them for a start. Just gonna take the whole bag of grids, and also I'm taking some cable ties with me because if you don't have enough connectors like me, you know, they get lost over the years, then you can use cable ties to attach the grids instead. And you can also pre-cable tie some of your grids together as well. So for example, you could do a set of 4, and then when you're setting up the cage, it's dead easy. You can just like put the connectors into the pre-cable tied lengths. You know what I mean. If you only had a couple of piggies, then you could easily do like a 4x2, a 5x2 CNC cage, and you would have everything you needed for the cage in literally a bag like that, which is really good. As well as liners, I'm also going to take some pads with me. Okay, moving on to the hay. This is a challenge for me because my guinea pigs get through so much hay, it's unbelievable. I have to really think about how much hay is sensible for us to take and that they'll actually need for 7 days. So I'm basically going to fill this bag full of hay. I'm not sure whether that's going to be enough. That's how much we've got. It's probably a few kilos. Hay sorted, and next up is veggies. And as we'll be cooking whilst we're away, I'm just packing some veg for the piggies in amongst with our food. I wish I could be that relaxed, Nacho. We've got about 45 minutes before we need to set off. I'm going to have to start loading up the car soon. These zip-up bags are essential for any hay that you're transporting, by the way, because you can just close the whole thing. There's no chance it's going to escape out in your car, and that's what you need. So I've got a bit of space here. I'm going to put some cage accessories in here. Also with these 2 bags, I've managed to sneak some extra things in here. So we've got a cozy sack, we've got a tunnel, and then I've got some food bowls in here as well. And then in this one, I've got some newspaper snuck down the side there. Okay, so I decided to make up one of the piggies boxes that we're transporting them in. And this is a great tip if you use litter trays. So fully clean out the litter tray and put it in with them in their transporting box. Then when you get to your destination, you just lift out the litter tray, the bottom of the box is clean, and you can put it straight in their temporary enclosure. As you can see, I've also put in some hammocks in here, and I have even snuck a wooden arch stretched out on its side down the edge here. So we've got 3 piggies and 3 cage accessories in this box. So I topped up their pellets, I snuck in some treats in there with them, and then I put in a few extra cage accessories, decided that they probably have enough stuff, tried to put in a Hey Pigs hay rack, as you'll see it comes out later on, and then squeezed in their cleaning stuff and their dustpan and brush. So all in all, a good effort here. Nacho, Phoebe and Callie are going in the big one back there, and Minnie and Penelope are going in this one. Going in there. There we go. Won't be for long this time, I promise. So everybody. Just a few things to bear in mind if you are travelling with your pigs. Car journeys can be stressful for them, so I wouldn't be taking them too far like this. For longer journeys, carriers or even a small cage secured with a seatbelt and covered with a sheet would be better. With something like this, you can get them used to it beforehand by using it in their cage or during free roam time. Keep them calm by avoiding music and the radio, keep the temperature neutral and constant, give them plenty of hay and something to hide in, but be careful with dominant piggies. Loose fleece blankets inside the carrier and more space might be better if you have bossy pigs. Check on them regularly, keep them hydrated with occasional veggies, and never leave them alone. Hi guys, so we have arrived at our accommodation. It's very nice here, and the piggies are here as well. So there they are, 2 boxes. They were a little bit stressed on the journey, bless them, but they are fine. And as I say, it wasn't as long of a journey as it can be. Some lovely countryside out the window, and they have this whole room at their disposal, which is really nice. It's a good, decent space. We've just moved one of the beds over. So I'm just going to set up their cage as quick as I can and show you it when it's done. That was really easy. I'm so glad I took the time to do the cable ties earlier on today, because that saved so much time. I've only had to put 8 connectors. Come on then. There we go. Where are we? And here's a big nacho bomb. And a poo already. I know. We'll pop this there. Oh, look at them exploring. Is that good? Yeah. See, we're all right, aren't we? Look at that. That is like a guinea pig palace. I think they have almost as much room as they do have back at home. And I've put that little wooden log and stuffed it with Timothy hay in the middle there. Yeah, we'll come back and see what's happened to it later on, but mess is about to happen. And yeah, they seem really happy. They're all just exploring and wandering around. And I'm gonna leave them now. I think they're going to be just fine. Good morning, piggies! As anticipated, the hay log roll has created utter destruction, but the rest of the cage isn't too bad, and Nacho's just having a good old rumble there. So I'm just gonna do what will probably be the 2 or 3 times daily cleanup for this week. We are midway through the week now, guys. Cleaning up after the piggies is going fairly well, but I must admit, it's painful for me to keep getting down on the floor and climbing in and out of the cage as well. And it really makes me so grateful that their permanent cage is up on a higher level, which I would highly recommend to anyone who is thinking about doing it. It definitely makes cleaning and other chores with your piggies so much easier, in my opinion anyway. But we're all doing great. The piggies are even squeaking in response to these old traditional doors, which is really cute. So they have settled in totally fine and we're having a really good week. Hi everyone! So it's our final day, which means we are packing up. I've managed to keep things fairly tidy. All the pads and liners need a good wash. As you can imagine, it's been a full week, so lots of laundry is needed. So this is what I usually do. I'm going to reduce the size of the pen and pack up as much of their stuff as I can, then leave them to it for a bit whilst we sort packing up the car and all of our stuff, and then come back and sort them out and get them ready in the boxes to go. As you can see, all that hay has only just about lasted us. We could have probably got away with maybe a couple more days, but the Timothy hay did run out on day 5, which just shows how they really do eat that the most. That's the pigs in boxes all ready to go, and I'm probably not going to show them going back in the car because you've already seen that. But yeah, we are all packed up and we'll see you when we're back home. Hi everyone, so we are home, yay! We're ready to go back in the cage. Well, someone's in the hammock. Nacho's gonna go first in that case. There you go, buddy. Oh my god, look at these two. They're just patiently waiting. This is where I thank myself for cleaning out the litter tray this morning. These two are just in here together, so cute. Obviously the piggies recognised being home again, and in no time they were up to their usual exploring and mischief. So I hope you've enjoyed this video and coming along with us on our week away. Let us know if this is something you do with your piggies or you would consider doing with them in the future, and if you have any advice or tips of your own, then please do share them in the comments too. Thank you so much for watching and we'll see you soon. Bye bye!